watch. Of course, it's not only factories that use computers. They're popping up all over these days in offices and airports. And here's another place we're starting to find them. Primary schools. Peter is playing with Big Track. It's a sort of thinking toy. It knows exactly where it's going and when it's going to stop. Hello, can I interrupt you for a minute? Now, inside Big Track, there's a computer. Computers are a bit like our brains. That's the thing inside our heads that we think with. And it's thanks to the computer that we can tell Big Track what to do. And Peter is going to show us exactly how we do it. Right, Peter. I see there's arrows and numbers here from 1 to 10. So does that mean that if I pressed the arrow to go forward and pressed the number 1, would it go forward once its own size? Right, I get the idea. But you know a lot more about it than me, so can I ask you to make Big Track go forward for 3 and then turn right for 2 and then turn left for 4. Could you do that? So Peter pressed the arrows and the numbers in the right order to tell Big Track what he wanted it to do. Right. So what happens now?
Well, you press go.
Oh, press go. Well, I think I could just about manage that. Can I do it?
Yeah.
OK. There you go, Big Track. And off it goes. Forward for 3, right for 2, and left for 4. Hey! That's very good. So that's how we do it. That's how we give Big Track its instructions. It's called programming. But what exactly is it inside Big Track that makes it remember everything we told it to do? Well, it's one of these. This tiny little thing in here is called a microchip. And everything we tell Big Track to do is stored on one of these inside the toy. That's hard to believe, isn't it? But it's true. And it's because of these microchips that computers can remember. These days, you find microchips in all kinds of things. Disaster.
That was beautiful. It was.
Alan and Mark are using a spelling program. When the words come up on the screen, they have to spell them on the keyboard.
Click.
The one who gets the most spellings right wins the game. Adele and Kate are using a different program. This one's a maths one, and they're doing some adding sums.
17, 18.
Every time Adele gets one right, her man climbs one step up the ladder to the diving board. It's a great way to practice adding up.
18,
Kate's ahead of Adele, and I think she's going to win.
Return.
See what happens if she gets this one right.
You're going to go down.
Adele's little man climbs all the way down,
Then it's me start.
and Kate's goes for a dive. Computers are very clever, but they can't really think for themselves like... Well, perhaps computers aren't all that bright, but they are getting cleverer all the time. And I wonder what they'll be able to do in, say, 20 years' time, or even 50 years' time. Perhaps you'd like to write about that. Or you could design your very own imaginary robot. If you had a robot that could do anything, absolutely anything at all, what would you program it to do? You think about that. Right, I'm going to have a go now. Let's see, what happens if I press this one? Oh. What about this one there?